and welcome again, everyone, to Sam's 10-Minute Tuesdays. We have a very interesting topic today, one that Joe Templin, my partner in crime, no pun intended, has come up with, and it reminded me of some challenges I personally kind of ran across the last couple of weeks. So, Joe, hey, great to see you again, Joe. Appreciate you being here.
Great seeing you, my friend.
A huge fellow advocate and fan of activity management and certainly introductions. No one does it better than you. But tell me about your analogy.
So we were talking a little bit before, Mickey, and you said that you had a really awesome day the other day. You want to talk about that real quick?
Yeah, I had a great day, a couple presentations, big sale, and the next that was on a Wednesday, and then I fell flat on Thursday and Friday. I just didn't have the energy to keep going. I felt so good about the other one, and I took my foot off the gas.
So what happened is that day you had on your Superman suit, or if you were a female rep, you'd have on your Wonder Woman outfit. Okay, so you put on your Superman suit and you saved Metropolis. You did this incredible thing, and then you basically retreated to your fortress of solitude in some ways. You pulled away. Okay, you did this wonderful thing, but then when we turned the page to the next day, you did not necessarily show up to save the day that time around. And very often we see people with innate talent. Superman's an alien, Wonder Woman's an Amazon or a goddess, depending on which version you look at. These truly God-given powers and abilities, and they show up and they do it, and then they don't have to do anything. But who's the most dangerous member of the Justice League? It's not the Martian Manhunter. It's not the Green Lantern. It's not Superman. It's not Wonder Woman. It's a human being. It is Batman. Batman's just a man. He has no superpowers. He's got the cool toys, which he designed and built. He's got money, which is a great superpower. He's got these things, but Batman goes out and fights street-level crime. He'll stop a bank robber. He'll stop, a kidnapper or a rapist or things like that. He'll fight a dozen gang members in a single night, break a rib, go home, sleep the day away, and show up the next day and fight more bank robbers and stop more bad guys, grinding it out in the grimy, dirty parts of Gotham City, whereas these others live in these glorious, high-rise places, lots of sun. Batman goes and shows up and does his job every single day, like a financial rep has to do. You stopped the bad guys one day, you got to stop more the next day. You did your phoning, your activity one day, you got to do it the next day and the next day. You got your 6 introductions today, great. You got to do it again tomorrow and the next day. It's a very different mindset. Batman is successful because of his will set that developed his skill set. And that is what activity management and the intro machine help you to do, is build those components so that you can stop the bad guys, that you can prevent the darkness, that you can do good every single day, as opposed to showing up, being the hero and flying off into the sky.
Yeah, and to your point though, he also made a commitment to take on that role. He made his investment. He had the surroundings. He had the right vehicle. He had the Batcave, which by the way, has something close to it, but a lot smaller. Okay, and also Batwoman. They're human beings. They're ordinary human beings doing extraordinary things, and that's to your point. So kind of in keeping with the one we had one week that we talk about salesmen are made, not born. Some are natural. But the bulk of us, like myself, I still remember the day somebody told me, gave me a shot when he gave me that quote, that saying that salesmen are born, not made, just the reverse. That the fact of the matter is anybody can be very good if they do the right things. If they commit, if they get the right tools, and the right equipment, and the right mentoring to help them.
Right. They practice. They do surround themselves with the right team. Batman's got his partner. Batman's partner was always Robin. Robin dressed in green. Here's my Robin, my sales activity management book. I've used this since my first days in the business 25 years ago to hold me accountable, to watch my back so that
Yeah.
I can do what I need to do to help my clients, to help prevent bad things from happening. As financial advisors or insurance agents or whatever we're calling ourselves this week, we are out there fighting against those individual potential bad things happening to people. And that is one of the big differences between the person who flies on in like Superman or Wonder Woman, solves the huge thing and then flies on out. That's not normal. We can't be born that way. We can't evolve that way. There's no, special secret sauce we can take or mutation, but we can all do the daily things to improve and ultimately become the Batman for our clients.
Yeah, so we're like that most famous speech in the insurance business. Remember, was that Common Denominator of Success, but written by the former Prudential executive at the NALU conference in Philadelphia. And
Yep.
that basically that successful people form the habit of doing things that failures don't like to do. And that's one of the things that we all need to do and get better at, is establish those good work habits so we can do incredible things rather than, and it may not be Supermanish, but you know what? That's okay. Most of us are not going to be. And by the way, Joe, just for the record, I did not have my Wonder Woman outfit on that day.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah. So, but some days you do feel like the Superman, or some phenomenal producers out there that are in the female persuasion feel like Wonder Woman, and he had those really great days. But it's so important to stay focused on doing the right thing each and every day. And on that note, I'll tell you a quick story and let you close. That during my 50 Capitals trip, I think I might have mentioned once before that I met a Naval Academy student who was there his first year, and he hadn't been home and contacted home in like 3 months or whatever the rule was. And it was very, very trying for somebody who's 18 years old. And I met him in Annapolis, Maryland, and I really felt sorry for the kid. That he pushed through physically and emotionally and intellectually and to the limit. That anybody could be pushed, let alone someone fresh out of high school. And he gave me a piece of advice that I'll never forget. Now, when I asked him, how does he do it? He said, I focus on one day at a time. I focus on one day at a time. I carried that advice with me the rest of the trip. I was on trip capital like number 10 at the time. Had 40 more to go. I was out there feeling lonely. And feeling like I was like questioning why I was doing it and where I get the strength to do it. But I use that line, focus on one day at a time. And I think then anybody could be Batman.
Yep. Be Batman by doing the little things. Use your partnerships, whether it's Robin or Sam USA. And remember, sales is an activity game, and introductions let you win that game every single day.
As promised, we are now going to announce the official raffle winners for the 5 free 2022 SAMBooks, the planners with purpose. They're also made in America, which is also one of the reasons why we always have a flag or two in plain view. Because it was all Rachel's idea, she will now get the honors to pick the names from a jar of the 2021 clients who were kind enough to fill out a review for us on our website. Here goes.
First winner
is Lonnie Davison from Health Markets. Number 2. Is Kenyon Hunter from Evolution Avenue Group Real Estate Firm.
Third winner
Third winner is Eugene Kallenbach from the Alliance. Number 4 is Harrison Wang from Prudential. And number 5, drum roll please, is J. Tony Rivera. Well, thanks again, Rachel, for the great idea. Thanks so much to all of our clients who were kind enough to fill out those reviews. And again, thanks again. And remember, if you want to increase your sales by 10, 20, 30% or more, the answer is really simple. Just have to improve your sales activity. make it a great year.